Welcome back to a D&D one-shot I've designed called Glory Days. I don't want to have any spoilers if you're joining for the second half, but those of you who might have seen the end of the first half, we had three adventurers sitting around the fire. They had blankets on their laps. The evening meal had just been cleared away. They were regaling one another with stories of their greatest feats as adventurers. They were level 10 adventurers. We had a druid, a wizard, and a fighter. Yes. And they were suddenly confronted by the major enemies of their stories. So Vale, the 10th level wizard, was confronted with a construct. Kilara, the 10th level druid, was confronted by a evil wizard that she had battled many years before. And he of the stories, Sana, the dragonborn fighter, just kept telling a different story about a different enemy on X, Y, and Z occasion. And suddenly their enemies were confronted with them, and they burst into action and attempted to attack them like the mighty warriors they were. Whereupon, of course, they remembered that they're actually in a retirement home for retired adventurers. And even though they may have been level 10 when they came to join the retirement home, they are no longer retirement home. They are no longer level 10. They are much more decrepit than that. So poor old Vale is now forgotten and more spells than he can remember, so he's reverted to a level 7 wizard. Poor old Kilara is only a level 5 druid in her retirement, but neither of them are anywhere near as unfortunate as the dragonborn fighter of Nathan,
who's rolled high once in this adventure, and that was to how many levels do you lose?
So what I got them to do was to make level 10 characters, and then at the moment where this revelation was occurring, I got them to roll 2d4, and we deducted those levels from their level 10. Poor old Nathan rolled 7, so he became a level 3 fighter rather than a level 10 fighter, which
But you know what? The attitude of a fighter between a level 10 fighter and a level 3 fighter is exactly the same. Hit hard, big stick. Go.
Can I ask a question, Murray?
Yes.
What would have happened if I had taken 5 levels in wizard and 5 levels in thief?
I probably would have got you to roll 1d4 for each.
Nice.
So you could have had a level 4 wizard and a level 3 thief.
Right.
So
what happens if I had one level in each of the classes?
I made a character like that once. I called him the Dipper.
It was useless.
Well, not useless, but certainly not as good as you thought he might be.
Not optimized.
But his turns took forever.
Exact opposite of min-maxing.
I would have got you to roll 2d4, and I would have just removed those classes completely. So you would have been a something multi-classed 4. So you would only have had 4. So you'd have to have chosen. That would have been very hard to fix. But one of the advantages of this was using D&D Beyond, where de-leveling took you. I was expecting to have to describe in intricate, grimy detail the doorknobs of this retirement home, and I didn't have to because you guys were able to do that so incredibly quickly.
Hang on, you prepared?
So let's hear about the grimy doorknobs.
I want to hear the door. Yeah, give me the doorknobs.
Yeah.
The dory of the store knobs. What are you talking about? Well,
welcome to knob time.
In Florence is famous for the Il Porcino, the statue of the boar. And it's good luck to rub the snout. So the snout is highly polished. And there's a copy of that in Sydney on Macquarie Street. And similarly, the snout is very, very polished. A bit like in Florence where you've got the statue of Juliet. And there's a body part of Juliet that's very, very, very shiny and polished. But the rest of it, as you move away from that polished bit, is more and more sort of oxidized and grimier. So it's a little like that with the door handles. The top of the door handle is very shiny, very, very polished brass. And as you kind of, put your fingers over the knob and towards the back of the knob, that is not shiny at all. And that has centuries of grime and gunk. And if you were to scratch it, it would come away with claw marks. And your fingernails, which, being elderly people, we all understand how disgusting dirty female fingernails can be. The worst possible thing when you meet someone new is to see dirty fingernails. Even from, you can adventure in the worst dungeon in the world and you can still afford to have clean fingernails. yes. So that's there you go. There's the grunting. Again, yes, because this is a Murray game. That was therapy from my own boarding school. Thanks very much. So lovely. Now we were therefore in mid combat with these three enemies from days past of our retirees. So where were we? We were back to who had just had a go? That was
I just had a go.
You just thunderweight
pushed everyone back 10 feet.
Pushed all of including right. So therefore it's their go. This poor old this evil wizard is going to come running back at you with a why you and attack with a claw. Oh, rolls
as wizards are known to do.
So one. Well, there's
I'm surprised he's so keen on melee attacks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
A wizard.
Well,
this is the thing. Wizard. I must admit, in wizarding battle where it's two people just like clawing each other as wizards, it's kind of like the most entertaining battle. It's kind of like fighting at your worst. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want to metagame, but when you realised that you'd lost your levels, maybe they also had to roll and were affected.
I'm so glad I'm versing like the level 8 guy.
Anyway, why are you complaining? Because Nasty Wizard just rolled a 1 on the claw attack. So I think
fumble.
That's a fumble. And yeah, they're going to.
A wizard's melee attack is very similar to a fumble.
Yes. Oh no,
it's hard to differentiate the hit and the fumble in a.
It's a plus 6. So for those of you playing at home, I'm using the cards from D&D and Gale Force 9. So I have sort of selected. I'll give you the names. I've selected a Deathlock Mastermind for Johnny's nemesis, an Ultraloth for Nathan's nemesis, and I'm using a Clay Golem for Derek, simply because I couldn't find the construct in the packet that I had.
Can I just say, I'd love it if Derek's one was like, and this is James.
James is a butler.
Yep.
Yes. So I'm playing him as a construct. But anyway, so yeah, what happens when he sails past you?
The grease. The grease from Derek. When he was pushed back the 10 feet, he was pushed back on the other side of the grease. He didn't realize that. And then when he ran towards me, he slipped.
Yeah.
Derek, what's the DC on your grease?
14.
Okay, so he's going to slip in the grease not knowing it. Therefore, he's got disadvantage because he rolled a 1. He fails, and he is now prone. So he has disadvantage. You have advantage against him. We are therefore back to the Ultraloth against you, Nathan. And the Ultraloth is going to...
No, not the Ultraloth, the big bad. He's a half angel.
Sorry, big bad. I won't use its name. Big bad, BB.
Yeah. So James, what does James do to me?
Right. James attacks you with his long sword.
Yeah, I've got a great sword.
Oh my gosh, stop rolling 1s, Murray. He also slips over in some grease that flicked close by. So he's going to have to make a DC 16 save. And I don't think his 12 is going to hit you, no.
Can I just say, in the chat, hello Samuel, welcome. This is not how D&D is normally played. We are playing the aged retirement care version to give you the breadth of what D&D is able to play and be available for.
But everyone else is on board. Hello to Sunblighter and Immutable Dex and everyone else.
That's me. I'm Immutable Dex.
Oh, hi, Derek. Sorry, I saw you chatting away there, and I'm like, hi, there's someone chatting. Sorry, Evil Dice Monkey. And, of course, going back to the chat. Oh, Norris by Nation. That's you, Nathan. I know that. And Andy, if you're still with us. Lovely jubbly. So he also slips over, needs to make a DC 16 save. Does. Hooray. But he completely lets go of his sword because he rolled a fumble. So that's not good. Right. The aged care.
Can I just say,
how many ones have you rolled, Murray?
I rolled like 4 1s. It is really not making my day. Poor old construct. So the construct is
called Ben. Chat says, sorry.
The construct is called Ben?
Chat says the construct is called Ben.
Thank Thank
Card
gosh we're not
question.
playing with Ben, because that would just be really hard. That'd be like having an NPC called John. Okay, so right, Ben the Construct, James the Nemesis. Would you like to name yours, Johnny?
Oh, my wizard.
Yeah.
I think the chat's
Okay, so I've got James
coming up with some great suggestions.
Ben the Construct, and we're about to come up with right, Ben the Construct, who's currently restrained, prone, as a grease spell under him.
And just got Thunderwave. How good is Grease? Grease is like the most broken spell in every game you play.
Don't forget, this was the trying to get him to do a favor. This was Grease. This was Grease the cogs. This was political spell. This one.
Yeah, he greased his palms.
How does he break free from this this hand, Derek?
He rolls a successful strength saving throw.
DC 16.
Oops. DC 14.
14 strength saving throw. Here we go. With disadvantage. Blimmin' heck. And the 3 won't do it. He stays where he is, which is really quite annoying. And that brings us back to a 1, and disadvantage fail. Oh, he rolled a 3 at least. It's 2 more than a 1. But we are therefore back to you, Derek.
All right. I continue to concentrate on this large fist that is currently wrapped around Ben the Golem, and I'm incredibly excited because it's stopping him talking, which he does, or singing, which is the real problem with Ben the Golem. He's so constantly singing, and
you're crushing his windpipe.
Yes.
Remarkably, the sounds coming out of that crushed windpipe are better. No, luckily, Ben never watches our games.
This is what you clip and you put onto.
No, there's no one clipping. I can tell because no one's clipping. Fetor. Is that
Phytor?
Phytor? Oh, Phytor. I see. Gosh, sorry.
He's the wizard that keeps trying to engage in melee combat.
Yeah.
He's Phytor.
Nice chat. Very nice.
That's amazing. I like that.
Whose suggestion was that?
That was
Evil Dice Monkey.
And I ruined it by reading it wrong. It's like I needed the large print version clearly in my old days.
Yeah. Therapy, you need.
But the book corner is currently in complete chaos because someone cast Thunderwave. So the books.
Don't talk to me about the arts and crafts table.
Glitter
everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So what has to happen?
So as an action, you can cause the hand to crush the restrained target who must make a strength saving throw. It takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Disadvantage. Gosh. Oh, another one.
It takes another 8 points of Ben takes another 8 points of damage.
Wow.
It's 4 1s out of 3 1s out of 4 rolls. I'm not.
So
happy.
Hang on, Ben's rolled 4 1s.
I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy. Who can I win? Let me talk to the match. That was 8 damage. That takes me down to there. Yes. Okay. And you have to concentrate.
I do. I have to keep concentrating on that.
Okay. Nathan. You want to try and get your cup back?
Oh,
if you want, I can give you a finesse attack with your great sword, or you can,
Well, this is what I did. Like back in the day, I beat the living out of him, and then I get my cup back.
Okay, well, yeah, you could just, defeat him. You could just tell him to go home, James.
Me and James, this is.
Oh, come on, that wasn't that bad.
This is personal. James.
Come on. All right,
I smacked James. I smacked the living out of James.
I was trying to get Derek to splurt his tea, but it didn't quite work. Okay.
Not that good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh!
Trying.
You're going to get damaged. Bye-bye. Oh. All right, so I do... I need to go back to my character that's level 3, not level 10.
It's level 10 in your head, just level 3 on the dice and the damage.
And in every other reasonable way that's moving forward. Yes, so I am level 3. So I do so that's 17. The 17 hit. James.
17 misses. Oh, James is laughing at you.
And my second attack, 18 hits plus 7 hits him.
Was the 17 with the +7?
Yeah, 17 was with the +7.
Okay.
So I rolled a 10 and then I rolled an 18.
The 25 definitely hits.
And then that's 2 plus 5, 7 plus 5. So that's 12 damage to him.
12 damage.
James.
Right. What are you going to do against Phytor, whose name suddenly recurs to your mind, Clara?
Phytor.
Yes.
So Phytor's prone.
Brilliant name for mocking.
Prone and right next to me. Is that right?
You have advantage on attacks against Phytor.
Look, I realized as I remember Phytor's name, it recalls to me his desire for melee combat. And so I'm going to withdraw 10 feet away from Phytor.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to cast... No, well, he's prone. So I don't think so. And then I'm going to cast Spike Growth where he is.
Is this your opposite of those grave bolts? Nice. Like living as opposed to dead. Nice.
Exactly. There's a symmetry.
I feel sorry for the common room, but yep, okay.
So spikes grow, and they're centered on him, but it's a 20-foot radius around him.
Okay.
And so hang on, how far can I move? Oh, I can only move 25 feet. Is that right? All right. So I'm within the radius. Oh no, 25. That's all right.
Yeah,
no.
Radius.
Yeah. Radius. Yep. So a whole lot of spikes come up, and a creature. Well, so the area becomes difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
And if a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay.
And there isn't even a save. It's not even like Dex you can avoid the spikes. You just take the damage.
Right. Phytor.
So I don't know whether he should... since he's lying down, surely at least one spike is going to come up.
Yeah, I was going to say both. I was going to get you to roll yes or no odds and evens on whether poor old Ben's going to get spiked as well.
Oh, yeah. and Vale. Are you within... I don't know how far away you are.
Push 10 feet away.
Yeah, push Vale's away.
But it's a 20-foot radius. So...
Well, it probably takes everybody then.
Right.
Oh, no. Still cup battle over behind you is out of that. Give me an odds and even for both Vale and Ben.
I got an odd for me and an odd for Ben.
Both of you are within the spike growth.
Yeah, you're both odd. That's right.
But only... Are we saying that... Because normally, if this... Yeah, you don't have to take damage if the spikes come up around you.
I think because both of them are on the ground, yes. But for Vale, no, because he can negotiate difficult terrain. But I'm going to say they can't. Can you give me the damage roll for Ben and Phytor?
4 and 2, 6.
Boom.
6 on 24, pretty good. Yes. I'm happy with that.
It's not as good as 7.
If only you'd saved that roll for now. Okay. Therefore, gosh, this is appalling. James is going to try and
be a disappointment like his parents thought he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
James.
Oh no, I said that he missed. I said he let go of his sword, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, James.
Great. Okay, fine.
He's no Phytor.
He's James. He's gonna bring out the big stuff. What
level is James? Is he?
You probably won't want to know that he was challenge rating 13, which yes. Wow. Luckily, he's a retiree as well. So,
are we just old people fighting in the common room?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes, that's what it looks
awesome.
Like. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry about that. More on fire. Oh, I gave it away by actually writing it, saying it as I typed it.
You've pulled the old man technique out and remained consistent.
So subtle.
Yeah, cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Suddenly, James' flame erupts around him, and the common room will never be the same again, as one wall, which is the wall behind where you were sitting when you were in the fire. So it's at the moment, Vale and Kilara's backs are to this wall. You're facing it, Sana, and it's basically where James is. It erupts into flame, and therefore, can you please make a dexterity saving throw?
Not well.
DC 17. Woo!
Wow. Okay. 6.
Okay. You don't make that. You're going to take some burny damage.
Remember, I'm level 3.
Yeah. You might be 6 feet under for that level at the moment, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
14.
Oof.
14 damage.
Yes.
Jeez. Okay, cool. Yep.
You can't afford to get hit many more times like that.
Vale and Kilara have exactly the same hit points at the moment.
Ooh, isn't that interesting? How low is that?
22.
Oh.
Not as bad as Sana, who is now on 8.
22's nearly my max hit points.
8. Oh gosh. Oh,
I've got hit twice.
You see, the mistake you made, Nathan, is that the person you're fighting isn't prone.
Yeah. We have
disarmed
found your error.
I think the mistake that Sana made was telling non-specific stories that led to an amalgamation of his big bad being many things.
I think Sana's problem was rolling a 7 and losing 7 levels. I think was the real
7 on 2d4 is pretty high.
If I was going to do this and I knew in advance what was happening, then the big bad that I ever would have fought would have been fighting doors in the when I was taking all those doors out for experience.
Well, the thing is, when you say doors give experience, then you knock over every bloody door you meet. So, like, yeah, I agree with you. Doors, if you went to door heaven or door hell, you get the slam.
But when I asked for your big bad nemesis, and you went, devil, demon, wizard, dragon, you're like, oh my god.
It was everything. I've been in every war.
Yeah. You'll be sleeping well, or always soon. Anyway, that was against
you. On me.
Poor old. That was James. Ben. Poor old Ben is going to move. He's going to take damage. Therefore, is that right? He just takes that damage.
He's got to stand up first.
He's got to stand up, or he can crawl if he wants.
He's going to try and writhe out of this hand to get unrestrained. It's the DC 14?
14 strength check. Yes.
14 strength check with disadvantage. Poor old Ben. I think he might make it. He does. He gets a 15 unrestrained. Yay!
So how many feet is he going to move?
Well, I think he has to move 5, so he has to take damage from the spikes, which he's not happy about.
That's 2d4. Do you want me to roll that?
Yes, please. Well, maybe Nathan, because he rolls well on 2d4.
I rolled the way Nathan rolls every other time. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for 3 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 7.
Again? No. Okay. So he's now So he's only unrestrained, isn't he?
He's still prone.
He's still prone. He's still in grease. Man, that sucks. Okay, cool. No, it doesn't. It's greasy. Whatever that is, that slips, I suppose.
Is it still greasy? It's now difficult terrain covered in thorns. Is it still grease or is it?
I think grease, the 10-foot square of grease stays.
Yeah. Slippery and spiky.
So yeah, it's like a slip. It's like the worst kind of slip and slide you can have.
Oh.
But the clay hand that was choking him is no longer doing so.
Right.
Vitor tries to stand up. This is difficult terrain, so he's prone. He's got disadvantage to stand up.
Hang on. So we had a guy, an enemy, who was covered in grease, lying down in thorns with a giant hand choking him and pushing him into the ground.
Yep. And his name was Ben.
Funny. I don't know. Is that meta? No, that's not meta. No. That's 2020. Okay. He fails his strength changing. He can't stand up. He gets a 6. So I'm going to say he also moved in the thorns. Therefore,
another 2d4, 3, 6.
Mm-hmm. And okay.
Uh-oh.
And Johnny is become a circle. There we go.
Johnny, you.
I disappeared for a moment.
He was scared.
Was that you casting invisibility? Okay, so with that, you, Nathan. No, Derek. Top of the order, Derek.
Again, going back to the food tray.
Bit messy now. But I managed to grab one of those little sachets of pepper.
Ooh.
Tear it open, tip it into my mouth.
That's terrible.
And then exhale a large amount of fire towards Ben.
Poor old Ben. Radio.
Who is covered in a flammable liquid.
Is grease flammable? And I suppose it must be.
I don't know.
Magical grease isn't, but you put butter on it.
But the thorns might be. Oh, poor old Ben. Okay.
Slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot. Yeah. So let me see. When I cast this as a 4th level spell,
I wished I had a 4th level spell.
I don't even have that.
Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, he's prone. Okay. He gets wait. Go Ben. Come on, chat.
Ben, go.
Ben,
go, Ben, go.
He got a 13.
That was disadvantage?
Yeah, that was the disadvantage, but he's got -1 on dex. 12?
No.
Okay.
Poor Ben.
He takes 21 points of damage.
Oh, poor Ben is right.
I don't have no sympathy for Ben.
And is
he deserves everything he gets as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, 21. That's harsh. And is the thorns are on fire, I think. Yeah. So they're going to be Bernie spikes. All right. That's you.
Now, the biggest question is, do you get indigestion from bringing all that pepper into your mouth?
Well, I think that's the breathing out of the fire, isn't it? Don't like spicy food. Oh my God, spicy food.
Talking about spicy food, I'm going to fire out my spicy food, which is a little bit of lightning.
Oh, what a segue. You're going to fire out a line of lightning towards James.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I line them up? Can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
I think he's going to bend down for his sword as you zap him.
Round the ass. All right. So, just to make sure I'm aiming this correctly. I love that Johnny's just like, I'm so disappointed in you, Nathan. Breath weapon. So I charge my. Where is it? It is under. Okay, cool. So it is the DC is 11 dex.
Okay.
Because I'm level 3.
Oh. Well, I'm going to say rolling a 7 for the dex save will not do it. So, full damage.
Oh, you didn't get it. That's amazing. All right, cool. So that is 3d6. Hang on. 2d6. No, yeah, it's 2d6. It dropped down. I'm low level. 3, 4, 7. So that's 7 damage to anybody who got hit, which is just him.
Him, yep.
Run.
And the wall of the common room, which is got, it's burning already, so no one will be able to tell that there was lightning damage and flame damage.
Can I also just get a handful of glitter as a bonus action? Just throw it in front of me at him.
What are you going to throw?
Glitter.
You want
to spiteful.
Give me a yes or no from the craft table, please. I never thought I'd be making that.
Craft table says yes.
Dragons game. Yes, yes, of course. Bonus action, glitter handful.
Boom! Straight on his face.
Okay, and now Kalara against Phytor.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast. Kalara reaches out a hand, and her fingernails they sort of turn brown. I mean, they're already kind of brown because she's very old,
but not like as brown as they're turning.
And they grow into these long thorns, and then she lifts her hand up and whips the thorns out in front of her, and I have to make an attack roll. And if I hit, then the other end of the whip will wrap around Phytor, and then I can drag him across the thorns on the ground.
Do you whip your thorns back and forth?
Do you nay? That's my question. Like a horse.
Let's see. Oh, I roll with advantage, don't I? Because he's still prone.
I had visions of her being very much like a halfling druid version of the Terminator 2 with the metal spike.
Yeah,
which is a bit harsh. Oh, we've been clipped. Thank you, Evil Dice Monkey.
You say that now. Thank you. I like to say thank you, Evil Dice Monkey.
I'm worried by Yogurt Baby Rage.
Oh dear.
How have we been clipped? Is that wrong that we should be watching clips of ourselves whilst we're playing the game that got clipped?
I know that's about as meta as it gets. Well, let's be honest, it's a therapy session, so like, whoa.
Oh, always.
And Johnny disappears, so
what is with my camera?
I don't know. You're getting old. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's old technology. It's fine.
That's weird.
You do that, and I've got a sword. Swad.
Right.
I don't know why that's happening. Anyway, so
You're rolling to attack with advantage.
Yes, a 24, I think, will hit.
That will hit. Yes, indeed.
So the whip itself does 2d6 damage, which is 12. I rolled 12 on 2d6.
2d6.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, actually, it's not damage this time. It's actually life lost. So you've actually lost 12 levels.
Yeah, it's piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I pull him 10 feet towards me.
Wait, so when you pull him, he's going through the thorns. So that's 2d4.
So it's another 2d4.
Okay.
And it's burning.
Actually, it's another 4d4 because it's 10 feet. And every 5 feet he moves.
I don't think she's very nice. I would cross her.
4,
I would not cross her.
8, 11 points.
Okay.
And while you're doing this, you're also telling him he's been a very naughty boy.
You're scolding him. It hurts you more than it hurts me. I know what's good for you.
Have you learned your lesson yet?
Oh, dear. Yep.
All right. Fantastic. So, therefore, we are back to...
Does it say?
Does it say?
I just wanted to see if... No, it doesn't.
All right. These guys are looking...
Pull him closer.
These guys are looking quite poorly. Quite poorly. Their wisteria hair dye has grown out. And lots of the other things are no longer in effect that were when they entered the room. James is very unhappy at being lightninged in the top of his head because the other direction is just too horrible to think about.
What, the
He
bottom of
is
the head?
going to pick up his sword. If he picks up his sword, he can't attack with it, can he? He's just going to pick it up.
James is just a terrible person. I didn't want to have to say this in front of everyone else, but yes, he's also covered in glitter.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give a disadvantage from the glitter in the eyes. Yeah, glitter in the eyes. Glitter in the eyes is not good.
It's like me on Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good at all. Right. Disadvantage for picking up his sword. Here we go. Oh.
He's seeing stars.
I rolled a 9 and a 6. He's not being able to see his sword. He's groping around blindly on the ground.
That sounds like an old people's.
Having been singed by his the lightning strike.
So hang on, when do we become heroes? That's a question I really would love to.
Glory days, buddy. Glory days. Ben, meanwhile, is out of the hand, still prone. He is going to attempt to stand. DC 14, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, bloody hell. Not with a 6. Not with a 6.
I like that you're like, yeah, no, he succeeded.
Yeah. I fudged my dice roll. Of course, he jumps up. And Avgul, again, he moves more than 5 feet in trying to stand up on the grease. Can you give me your 2d4, please?
Johnny?
2d4. 1, 5.
Okay.
So how did you defeat the world's worst supervillains? It's like, well, I put grease on the ground and lots of spikes, and they kept slipping and sliding.
Can you give me 1d6 for fire damage as well, since they're burning spikes?
Oh.
Who, me?
No, Johnny. But Johnny disappeared just at that moment. Give me 1d6, please.
I am still here.
Oh, he is still there.
My camera playing up.
Right. It's a plug that's doing something weird. 1d6 fire damage, please.
5.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, Ben's not looking happy. A bit like, us not liking his favorite system. Okay. Vitor.
I'm so glad Ben is going to watch this publicly accessible video.
I could say something, but I'm not going to say it. I've forgotten what to say because it's all right. It's all right, Peasant 101. You can watch us from here, and then otherwise the surprise will be spoiled.
I love your like, oh, I missed him. Damn it.
Vitor is prone still. And 2d4 for struggling in... Oh, hang on. Yes. No, because you dragged him along the ground. Oh, harsh. So hang on.
I've only dragged him 10 feet.
Yeah. So he's still in the thorns.
He's still in the thorns.
He's still prone.
Yes.
And he's trying to break free from which one? He's trying to break free from the thorn whip.
The thorn whip isn't still around until it doesn't last. It just disappears at the end of my turn.
So he's just trying to stand up in difficult terrain.
Yeah.
We failed at that too.
So he takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
This is a great way to fight.
Yeah.
Like you don't stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
You're like the retirement home bully. Oh, stop hitting yourself. Oh.
You want to stand up? You want to stand up? How about I get a big, massive ham made of clay and slap you in the face? And then use my fingernails and rip you across the ground and cover it with grease and spikes. And...
We've degenerated into 5-year-olds.
We have. Well, there's meta there. It's almost like you're regaining your glory days, however, with the epicness. Oh, mind you, if Nathan takes one more hit, he's in trouble. Here we go. Speaking of glitter eyes, James. Like James is singed and coming up out of the flames, covered in glitter, just like he's appearing after Mardi Gras parade. And he rolls an 8. I don't think I was going to do it. No. He's railing in agony and anger. So James,
still can't. That's the pain of glitter.
Still can't find his sword.
I just love that this is the epic battle. You're like, hey guys, I have a perfect one shot. It's like, what is it? It's like, pick level 10 characters. I'm like, wow, that's really powerful. And it's like, and then you're Odin in retirement village and roll your level. Oh, you're level 3. Okay.
But the advantage you've got with throwing glitter in his eyes is, of course, that he has to have hypnotic gaze, which you can't really have with glitter in his eyes. So the good old black and orange opal in his opalescent eyes isn't working. And he hasn't actually got his sword. So his multi-attack is normally hypnotic gaze and 3 strikes with his longsword, which is why you've been doing so badly. Currently, he doesn't have his sword, and he's got glitter in his eyes. So you're doing very well not to be suffering way more than you could be.
Can I just say, glitter is like the ultimate weapon.
His 3 attacks are those...
They're nearly as good as Phytor's. Yeah. Who's the wizard with like
if there's a Zimmer frame nearby, he's going to grab that and start whacking you with it. Okay. No, he's going to have one of those walking sticks with the tennis balls on the bottom.
There you go.
Yeah, that's coming your way. No. All right, here we go. This is poor old Ben trying to stand up with disadvantage in grease and with burning spikes. Okay, here we go. Out of 4 means he slips over yet again, moves more than 5 feet, please.
Johnny, so he was in Greece and he got struck by lightning.
He's poor old construct.
3 points of spike damage.
Nice. And fire. 1d6.
1d6. 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, man.
How close are they to death? We've been fighting it for like 2 hours.
It's all the fact that he rolled that 1 and pulled a hammy. He pulled a hamstring.
That's where it started.
That's when it went wrong. Okay. And Phytor. Or did I do Phytor?
I think you did. Did you? Yeah. Because I rolled. Didn't I?
All right, we're back to you, Derek. End their misery.
Well, I am going to end their misery by pulling up a chair.
And talking to them
down
for an hour.
Have I ever told you of the time? Oh my God! And sleep.
And I'm going to click my 2 fingers, and 5 flaming meteors will. 6 flaming meteors will appear around my head, and I will. Push 2 of them off towards Ben this round.
Okay. What poor old Ben has to avoid them, I take it, with his disadvantage double down.
Let me just pull it up again. 6 tiny meteors appear in your space. As a bonus action, you can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them streaking towards a point of you choose between 120 feet. It impacts with a solid surface and explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of the point of where the meteor explodes must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save.
DC 14, 16?
DC 14.
Disadvantage. I rolled a 20 and a 9.
Oh.
And he's got -1 dex.
He takes 7 points of damage.
From each one?
Oh, sorry. That's
you choose 2, yeah.
And 5 points from the other one.
Oh, that's not looking good. Ben is burny, singy, greasy, and spiky. All those things. Not good. Right. Therefore, Johnny, what is Kalara doing against Phytor? He's feeling chastened by the whip and the spikes and the wagging finger and the acid tongue. Oh, that's a good name for a spell. Acid tongue. Oh, by the way, chat, we are renaming the spell Chill Touch, which is neither chilling because it's necrotic damage, nor is it touching because it's a ranged attack. Therefore, we're calling it necrotic reach. We're going to try and start that trending. Hashtag necrotic reach. Bludgeoning damage when I stab you with my sword, piercing damage when I look at you with harsh eyes. I don't know, all that sort of stuff.
All right. Look, let's just go back to the basics. I'm going to cast a lightning strike from my staff of thunder and lightning.
There we go.
Nice.
So a bolt of lightning, 5 feet wide, 120 feet long, straight at him.
Destroys the common room. Yeah, okay.
That's the idea.
The common room
He's got to make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay, he's prone, so he's got disadvantage. DC 17 dex. He does actually have some dex. Oh, one short. That he rolled a 14.
That's
Plus
consistent.
3, 17, but the disadvantage was a 13. He fails.
So he's going to take 9d6 lightning damage.
Wow.
Man, do you know what?
Which is the most fun to roll.
I feel like being a fighter and then losing 70% of my levels was the mistake I made.
Yeah.
So that's 27 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Vitor is looking like he lost 70% of his level. It's looking like he's channeling a blue dragonborn fighter who thought they were level 10 and is now level 3. That's exactly what Vitor looks like.
Hang on. Hang on. Am I gonna die?
That was amazing damage, Johnny.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Thanks, Johnny.
And we I think you might be able to do something, fighter. Sana.
Isn't it their turn first?
No, shut up.
No, I
You're on
think
my
Derek.
team.
Derek. Is that right? Hang on. Have I got it wrong? Derek, Johnny, Nate? Or have I done Derek,
That's
Nathan,
right.
John? No? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's right. But I thought that they had their turn straight after mine before Nathan's.
No, because they attacked before me.
Oh, yeah, I think it was
I've
the
got
three of you in that
confused.
order, and then the three of them in James. No, Ben, James, Vitor is the order for them.
Right.
Go, Nathan.
Sorry, Nathan.
All right, cool. So I'm going to be the hero, as you obviously know I am. And I'm going to strike with my great sword, which is now covered in glitter, the one weakness of the man. And I will strike forth.
Is haste still in effect, do you think, Derek?
It lasts a minute.
Yeah,
So maybe-
I know. I'm out of haste.
I don't think
It's
we've
only
had-
6 turns.
I don't think we've had 10. Yeah, okay.
10 turns.
10 turns.
10 turns.
Oh, have we had 10 turns? So I get
I
I
don't
get
think
2
we've
attacks?
had
Or
10 turns. Yeah,
Right.
2 attacks.
Cool. Swinging.
It's all dependent on what you roll, though. That's
Yeah, no, it's never good. So that's 15 and
Plus 7.
17.
Is that the +7 or without +7?
No, that's just
Pure
square.
roll. So 22
Pure-
and 24.
No.
both done.
So so 8. No, so that would they were with the +7. The highest was a 17. I can't make him prone, and I'm level 3.
Hang on. He's not prone. He's
No.
I know he's not prone.
Yeah.
Yeah. My one's not prone, covered in grease and lying in a pit of thorns. I'm doing
that's
it
true
wrong.
enough. So your fabulous strikes miss. Sorry to say.
And
Cool.
bonus action, I'm going to throw more glitter at him because screw him.
Sweet. Give me a ranged glitter attack.
He's gonna
Natural
miss.
20.
Oh my god! Why did you?
Why did you save your natural 20 for that moment?
No.
Because screw him.
Actually, I think cinematically speaking, that was perfect.
Yeah, do you know how much damage glitter does?
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Have you ever blinked a bit of glitter, Johnny? You've got this coming. But yeah. Anyway, okay. Right. Therefore, James is going to try and pick up his sword. I think
Swad.
no 6. Bloody hell. With more glitter in his eyes, he does not pick up his sword. Therefore, no, he sucks. Okay, fine. Vitor is going to try grave bolts again. But he's prone, isn't he? Oh, bloody hell. Okay.
Don't worry, Murray. You'll always have my character,
yes,
my enemy to stand up. He's perfectly fine.
He's going to stand up. Oh. Dex, 11. Does that beat your difficult terrain, thorny crap? Okay, fine.
No, that doesn't have a...
I don't think 11's going to cut it anyway, but
no.
unless I'm very meta and like, it was a DC 10. Okay. Wasted all my turns. And therefore, poor old Ben, who's not looking good. Oh, no, not at all. Oh, but he rolls a 9. Sorry.
Oh, dear.
Flailing like a flailing thing.
Can I just say, this is what's happened so far. We've got along gone. Nathan's character hits Nathan. He nearly dies. Derek's character can't get up because of the 17 spells he did. And Johnny's character is being thrown around on grease and like spiky things. Nathan, your enemy's turned. He stands up and hits you with flaming wall. Derek's...
You know what I'm hearing? You know what I'm hearing a lot of? Back in my day.
When I was level 10 and a fighter with the ability to do stuff, I was cool.
I remember the time. Right. Okay. Therefore, we are back to the top.
This.
Derek. Ben is sad and grumpy.
I've got 4.
What's the Ben in character?
You've got 4 meteors.
4 meteors just whirling around my head. From my armchair, I'm pretty comfy, and
what's a lazy boy? Oh, you can put your feet up.
Put my feet up.
Pull the handle. Oh.
And I just tap one of them towards Ben and the other one towards Sana's opponent. James. Dex saving throws from them. Dex 14.
Okay, here is Ben. Disadvantage rolls a 5. He's gone. Go hit me with it, you meteor.
That is a 9.
He basically, it goes inside him and he crumples inwardly as this meteor takes the last of his life force again.
Very nice.
Yes. All right. So he is now kaput on the ground. And James, DC, what was it against?
14.
14. No, he rolled a 3. He's not going to be doing well with that one.
So he takes a 7.
Okay. That's him. Johnny Phytor is also looking quite sad and grumpy. I don't want to say that James is looking much less sad and grumpy, because then I'll just hear about, there'll be some Blue Dragon whinge going on.
Back in my day.
He thought he had a cloak of wings. He has a cloak of wings.
Oh dear. All right, I'm not sure what I should do. I want to help. I want to help Nathan, but I should probably finish off my guy first.
Finish off my own guy. I say with like 8.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Ooh.
So a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius. Is there enough room in this?
Look, this common room
fit a 10-foot storm cloud?
The roof, the ceiling.
Do you mean the
of this
previous?
is in a really sad state.
The room previously known as the common room.
So we can fit a storm cloud.
It's now the common space, the common open space, the garden of commonness.
It's the convertible. It's the convertible common room. The roof.
The marquee of commonness. Yes.
So the roof's come off, and a storm cloud has appeared, and a bolt of lightning is going to come out of the cloud, on Phytor. And he has to make a Dex saving throw.
Prone.
DC 13.
Oh, he rolls a 1 and a 4. Wow, even with advantage, he wouldn't have made it.
So that's now I need so many different dice released. 3D10.
Listen to the complaints about the amount of damage dice.
No,
it's like I've had to roll. I probably rolled D4s, D6s, D8s, D10s, and D20s.
I had to buy an entire new set of Monopoly to get 2 more D6s to roll enough damage.
I didn't even have a real sword. I have like a walking stick.
All right, 3d10 lightning damage is going to be 18. That's a good roll.
Yeah. So Phytor gets, you see these lightning strikes go straight into Phytor, and he... what's going that? My camera's gone off.
We can still hear you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, so these...
I love what it froze on, but that's my favorite.
It's great.
Yeah, me with a smug look on my face. Why is it doing that? Let me see. That's very, very peculiar. You cannot connect to my selected camera. That's weird. Something needs a wiggle. Anyway, yes, so I probably only am audio from now on.
You know what? That's what you get for making James so powerful.
Your camera got struck by my lightning.
But that was the microphone I was using, so it's weird that it's picking up the microphone. But
well, do you know what we can? If this is the big moment, we can come back and we can fix you up. Because it's important, I think, they see your face as I destroy you.
No. It's all good. Phytor, 2. These lines of lightning go into Phytor and burn him to a crisp as he is expunged from existence.
Awesome.
This is my favorite.
Just, isn't it? What a lovely freeze to have frozen upon. And
it's a thinking man's pose, that one.
You're saying all this, Nathan, but you've got to roll some dice now.
Just mute your camera and then unmute it. That would be good. Yes. What do I need to do?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, see, and then it turns on. What you wizard of camera-ness.
Except not for us. Just
not yet for us. It's coming.
Second. Let's give it a second.
It's coming.
So many jokes, but I won't say any of the jokes.
You've forgotten the punchline. That's the problem. Okay. Oh, it turned on, then it turned off again. Ooh, interesting.
Once again, I don't want to say jokes.
We're killing the vibe.
All right. I'm going to attack with lightning. I don't have lightning?
No, it's called your sword.
I'm hitting him with my sword. 2 attacks. This would be my last. This is turn 10. 12, so that is 19.
Hits.
And a 10, which is a 17, which we know is a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 2d6.
19 hits. Yep.
3, 6, 9 plus 7 is 16.
16. Nice. Looking unhealthy. And finally, James.
Same with you, Derek. Just press pause camera and reopen it to get color back.
Still blinded by glitter.
Yes.
Oh, man. Rolls another 6. I'm rolling very badly low. Okay. And so he is unable to get his sword back, unable to stare at you because he's got glitter in his eyes. Can he do anything else? No, because he tried to pick up his sword. Okay. You've got the 3 of you. Not always Evil Dice Monkey. Sometimes the eyes stick around. We're back to you. You've got 2 of these things left, haven't you, Derek?
I do. Yes, but I seem to be also having camera problems. All right. I fling the last 2 at Sana's character, Sana's opponent, James. And he needs to make a dexterity saving throw against DC 14.
Ooh.
Dex saving throw DC 14. Oh, he makes it! Hooray!
So he takes 4 points and 1 point. Far out. 5 points of damage from 2 minute meteors.
Right. Yes, indeed. They do impact.
It's not the size of the meteor; it's the damage it does.
Yeah, they're like the early fighter runs through the Death Star channel. They're not Luke Skywalker, but Luke Skywalker might be a small female halfling. What are you doing, Kalara?
Well, my storm is still present, so I can just send down another lightning bolt on Sana's opponent. Well, James, isn't it?
James, yes.
So James needs to make a Dex save, the DC 13.
A 4 will not do it.
Nice. 3d10 coming up.
So Derek, if you move just to your left, you can actually fit in the red that is a red picture of your face in red with the black and white behind you. It's amazing. Wow. That's just a very special scene.
I can't get my camera to go. It's bizarre.
Have you plugged it in? No, but if you do that, you'll lose sound. So you know what? It's probably best if we come back just in a short break, and we'll have the finalized just after this.
No. How much? I'll be audio. I'll be like the voice in your head. It's all.
There's only one guy left, isn't there?
Yeah. And how much damage was that?
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. That therefore allows Derek to be his own hero in his own. Sorry, Nathan to be his own hero in his own story, because that doesn't quite kill James, but James is looking very, very sad. Like he's lost the party.
He's always sad, but he's a terrible person, covered in glitter. Does the glitter do damage to him? I would be in shame.
With your last bit of haste, Sana.
Yep.
Strike twice.
Crit.
Oh.
Crit and an 8. So yeah, sorry.
The crit. Come on, give us the dice roll.
4, 2, 6. Plus 7.
Yeah.
13.
So you absolutely take the head, a glittery, glowing head, off James.
I smack him so hard I knock the glitter off him.
That's right. There's a glitter cloud in the shape of his face, where his face happened to be. And you have defeated again the great foes of your glory days. And that moment, a whole series of white-clad retirement home staff come in, and they look pleasantly bemused, and they look around and they see all of the damage that you have caused, and they go, well, Kalara, Sana, E02 Vale, time for bed. That was calisthenics for the day. The other 5 companions all start to cast mend on the common room, and the walls of the common room seem to come back slowly into place. The chairs and the arts and crafts table and the book corner are slowly repaired, and the ceiling also is slowly repaired. And they put their arms on your shoulders, and they walk you back to your bedroom so that you can relive your glory days some other time.
I throw glitter everywhere.
Now,
make amend everything.
Now, Sana. Time for that in the morning. Here's your vitamins.
You know what mend can't fix? Glitter. Nothing. There's no known cure for glitter everywhere. It sticks to you.
Yeah, mend doesn't fix glitter on the floor.
New rule, that's literally in the book. I don't know if you've read it, but if you read D&D, it's in the book. Mend works on everything but glitter.
Right. Glitter is immune to mend. There you go. Well, there you are, gentlemen. Thank you so much for playing Glory Days. Thank you, chat, for joining us on an idea I had that I thought would be fun. And, well, I don't care what anyone else says. I had a ball. You guys were amazing. That was awesome. And you took my curveball in the best spirit of a curveball, having built these glorious level 10 characters that I then robbed all their levels from them.
No, evenly. That's what it was. It was evenly robbed.
It was all about the dice. It was
Murray's going to be like, next time I would like you to make a level 10. I'm like, level 20? Wizard with all the best spells.
Never trust me again.
Trust is earned and taken away. But glitter will always be there for me. I like it.
Indeed. That glitter was your best weapon.
That's good.
To be honest. Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us. If you have enjoyed this evening, please subscribe to both our Twitch stream and our YouTube channel, and also our Facebook. If you would click on like over there, you'll get an update on what we're doing and how we're doing it. That would be great.
We're raising money to bring Murray back into the camera world and Derek back into colour. So
I'm waving at you all, but I'm no longer an image. I'm a disembodied voice.
Thank you so much for chatting with us. That was great.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye.